Hello, hello, hello. This is You 2.0 Physique Transformation Program. My name is Eric Sue. I'm so excited to be with you guys today. And it is 2025, guys. And I know a lot of you guys have probably started your New Year's resolutions about health and fitness. And the first week had gone by and nothing happened. Well, not to worry. The reason is because today you're going to learn something or start a 5-week process in getting this year to be the best year compared to every other year that you have been trying to get in shape and maybe shed some fat or get more toned or anything that you can think of in terms of your health, right? And so this is the time for us to kind of take a step back sometimes and reassess, is my thinking. And the reason is because, we're not making any progress in the health and fitness goals that we've set out to accomplish this year, right? And so this is a new way to approach health and fitness and to do it in a way that you will see success. Well, my name is Eric Sue, if you don't know who I am, and I've been in the health and fitness industry for the past 20 plus years. I graduated from Purdue University in 1999 with a bachelor's degree in biological sciences. Decided to get into fitness, personal training. My actual major back at Purdue was physical therapy, but I changed my mind and got into fitness, which is the best decision I think I made for my career. And since then, 1999, since now, 20 plus years, I've been helping people just like you get in shape, look your best, feel your best. And so I want to kind of give you some guidance this year so that you don't struggle anymore. End the struggle, we call it, right? And there's 5 modules. I'm calling this the U 2.0 Physique Transformation. Let me turn this around. I forgot. Sorry. There you go. Now you guys can read it. So there you go. Physique Transformation. This is going to be a great 5 weeks if you guys stick with me. There's 5 modules. Let me just, I don't want to touch that. Let's do that again. Let's do that. So 5 modules, you guys. We've got module 1, which is today. We're going to be talking about crafting your BHAG. If you don't know what a BHAG is, I'll talk about that. And motivating fitness goals. It really starts with all that, okay? And then module 2, we're going to be selecting the best workouts for you and designing workout routines. And that's going to be really key and optimal for getting wins and seeing results. We're going to also talk about nutrition, which is a whole new topic for some of us. And I want to say that nutrition is probably the most important thing that we can talk about besides of working out, which is really significant too. But overcoming obstacles, we all see them, we all experience them. That's in module 4. And then designing a blueprint for future success. So kind of putting it all together and designing your blueprint, okay? After learning all of these modules here, 5 weeks is the plan. And if you guys stick with me, I know you guys will see results like a lot of my clients have themselves. I'll just talk about one in particular recently who I began training in 2020, what is this, 25, so 24, 23, so 23. So he was over 300 pounds. He was looking to get married in 2024. So we took all of 2023 to get ready for his wedding in 2024. Okay. And that was back in June. So about 6 months ago, he got married. He was at 300 pounds in 2023, but we got him down to 270. So he lost basically 60 pounds. Let's see here, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, 50 pounds. Let's be conservative here, 50 pounds. But his objective was to really get down to 220. So he was over 300, you get to 220. He is on his way there as of today. And so a lot of these principles and a lot of these ideas that I'll be sharing with you guys over the next 5 weeks has gotten him there, okay? And so it's not a short-term thing that I really want to you to understand. It's not really a short-term thing. It takes sometimes years if you got a lot to remove off your body. And if you guys have a small goal, we can reach that as well fairly quickly if you follow everything I talk about. Okay. If you have any comments, questions, leave them in the comments below. I will try to filter them out as I go through these modules. Okay. The plan here is that this is the time for us to learn more about who we are, what options there are, our mindset, and to make the changes necessary to win this year. Okay, so if you guys are joining me and you guys agree that this is the year that you guys are going to make the changes, then awesome. Remember, over the last 20 plus years, I've learned a lot, and I think you guys could learn something. Okay, all right, so let's get to it. The next 5 weeks is the plan. Today is the first one. There's next one is the 19th, and then the 26th, the 2nd, and the 9th. Now, if you don't, or you can't make all of them, that's fine. I do record these and post them, and so you guys can watch the replays and benefit as well. If you know anyone who wants to learn more about this stuff, go ahead and let them know about it. Favorite this and share it with them, so that they can see this as well. Because the more people who know about this, the better, right? Yeah, let's win. Let's win all together. Let's make sure we win. All right. So that's the plan. 5 masterclass dates. Put it in your calendar. Let's do it. All right. Welcome, you guys. This is You 2.0 Physique Transformation Program. And right around this next slide, we're going to get started. Okay. And it's going to be Module 1. Okay. Module 1 is going to be all about creating your goals and your BHAG. Okay. So what's your big, hairy, audacious goal? We're going to just jump right into it, you guys, not waste any more time. Now, I was just talking to someone recently, and they went into it with a lot of energy and enthusiasm about getting in shape. When it came down to like specific goals, and like throwing out something that excites them, they weren't able to really come up with one. And sometimes it's good to not, well, the reason they didn't come up with something good, let me just start with that, was because they grew up in a environment where it was sort of a negative thing to set up something really big, hairy, audacious, and just not have that happen, and just negativity around it. Okay, and so they kind of learned quickly, I guess, at a young age, to not set up big, hairy, audacious goals, only to be disappointed. Right? Have you been there? Right? Last year, perhaps you guys wanted to make all these changes, start working out 5 days a week, start a new diet, all these things, and boom. Right? Disappointment. So that's not going to happen this year. And the reason is because I'm going to teach you how to correctly set up these goals so that we will win. Okay, sound good? You're a big fan of what? Shoosh. All right, anyhow, so let me talk about big, hairy, audacious goals. Okay? All right, hopefully you guys can see this. I don't know if you guys see that. Let me increase that size here. Let's go with 125. Oh, too big. What am I doing? Let's go back down to 100. Let me see here. Increase it by 200. That's too big. I'm learning how to use this. Let's fit on the page. All right. Okay. Let me see if I can just do this. Make it bigger. All right. We're going to make it bigger so you guys can see what I'm talking about. That might work a little bit better. All right. So We have some examples here that could be big, hairy, audacious goals that you may have. One of them is, let's see, I'm going to bring it in a little bit here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, I'll just do it this way so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You have maybe a run, walk, specific distance goal. Okay, that's pretty fun. I think that's a really cool way to get excited about every day when you go and run, right? You might have a swimming distance if you like swimming. Okay, that's another great example area to focus on. You might like biking, have a specific distance. So distance is something that you could always establish for a good goal. Okay. Another thing you could always focus in on is the race or competing in something, right? A 5K, 1 mile race, or something that you can come up with and compete to get excited for. Okay. Or if you're into sports, you can compete in a sport with your buddies, right? And have a goal of winning, I don't know, 50% of the games, or going to the championships, or something like that, right? You might have the classic lose a specific amount of weight. Okay, you might have that type of goal. We'll go into a little bit more about what's a good number and things like that. But anyhow, let's see here. Oh, dress size, right? You might be like thinking, I want to have a dress size that I want to fit in, okay, or a suit. Another one could be have a specific number of actual physical push-ups or pull-ups or something that you could squats or something like that, a specific outcome for yourself. Okay. And so that would be something to think about. Okay. And then you have a lifting goal, right? If you're into going to the gym and you have free weights or barbells and stuff like that, and you want to set up a specific outcome from lifting weights, you could have that as well. Or set up something that you never thought you could do. Could that be like a push-up, just simple, off your toes? Could it be something like doing a pull-up that you never ever have done before, right? So any of these would be examples of a big, hairy, audacious goal, right? Let me just touch on the weight one for a second. And I know it's like a very interesting number to come up with when you're in a weight loss mode. And like my friend, my client who wants to lose the 100 pounds, well, that was like a huge number for him. Not a scary one per se, but very exciting and very, very like that would be amazing to accomplish, right? Whether you have 100 or 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 or whatever number it is, um, that number can be that ultimate goal number, and throwing it out there so that there's something that pulls you forward, pulls you out of bed type of number, right? Um, and he was not, how would you say, scared of throwing that number out there. And sometimes people can be, and I get it. I totally get it. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort. But and then there's another lady that I just recently spoke to, and she kind of like, you may be like this too. She kind of like avoided the scale and had a terrible relationship with knowing the number. Um, but at the same time, it's like, well, I'm at X pounds, and I don't know if going to this next lower weight is going to be the motivator or discouragement, if you will, because what if I don't get there, and what if it doesn't happen, and all these things, right? At the same time, I mentioned to her that if we don't have something out here, then there's nothing for us to get up for. And although it's like we can't be too like, it happens, it happens. It, especially for health specific reasons and losing weight. I think those who are most successful, I find, have a concrete visual, and they can visualize certain things in their head and make it happen. And so if that's you, that's that you want a little bit of yourself to be like that, so that when you have that amount in your head, you're going to work. You're going to do what is necessary to achieve it, right? So let me encourage you guys to make that amount or that number stick, right? Okay. And then on the side of the nutrition side, there is also all these goals that you can have as well for your nutrition side. So hopefully you guys can see that. So what can we talk about in terms of the nutrition? Because the fitness side is totally a different number or value or outcome, and the nutrition is totally different, right? What can we do in regards to helping ourselves feed ourselves better, right? So what goals could you have in that? And it's really important that we have these two separate goals, and you know this, but it's a good reminder to just think about it for a second. Fast food. What can we do in that area? Do you want to quit eating fast food? You want to quit eating processed or eliminate, reduce fast foods or processed foods? Do we want to eat more whole foods in terms of like, um, fruits and vegetables? Do we want to eat more of that? Do we want to make it every meal? Do we want to make it a bigger portion of our breakfast? Whatever, right? So setting that goal up, eating more grains, nuts, and seeds, right? How do we want to get those nutrients in our system? And then sometimes people will like say they want to eat more salads, right? And make a salad 5 times a week is a really good idea. I feel like it's hard to sustain. You guys, come on, let's be honest, right? Are you guys having a hard time making salads 5 times a week, right? Some of us, we will probably, I'm not discouraging you guys, but I'm saying that that might be a good short-term thing, and then we take a little break and we do it again type of thing. It is not saying that you shouldn't do it at all. I'm not saying that. But anyhow, it's a really good goal. Let's be realistic though. Drink less alcohol, drink less coffee, or drink more water, right? Something less and then something more, right? So we need to kind of substitute here in those areas as well, right? We should all be drinking a lot of water, right? At least, what is it, not 8 ounces, half your body weight in ounces of water, right? Whatever that comes out, so you're 100 pounds, so 50 ounces of water per day, okay? So we need to create these goals, and they need to be big, hairy, audacious goals, because without them being something out there, there's nothing that pulls us out of bed, nothing that helps us keep it going. And so you can create any goal you want, but just make sure that they are enough to keep you going, right? So for me, for example, I've been wanting to do push-ups every night, okay? And that number has changed. In the beginning, it was like 100 a night, and then 50 a night, and then so many in a specific way. Okay, and every night, and even on the weekends. So have I been successful in doing that? I have. I kept to myself to do it, and that is really the key, right? You got to keep yourself accountable, or find someone to help you be accountable for it. Okay, all right. So next thing. Okay, I want to give you some examples of some motivating goals. Okay, so all those big, hairy, audacious goals are really great. Some are like outrageous, 100 pounds or whatever it is, right? And how do you make them motivating? How do you make that 100-pound weight loss goal motivating? Okay, it's so easy to say, I think, sometimes, or even just throw out there. You might think to yourself, I'll just say it just to say it. But at the same time, what makes it motivating? Okay, so I don't have an example of that per se, but I do want to talk about these two examples that I came up with. One was, I want to climb Machu Picchu at 7,000 feet above sea level. This was a client of mine who wanted to do that, right? Now, the reason why she wanted to do it was to check a box on a bucket list thing that she had. That's why she wanted to climb Machu Picchu, right? So she did do that, okay? She did successfully do it, and she was able to successfully do it because there was something besides that bucket list thing that it was in her. She was able to successfully do it because there was something besides that bucket list thing that it was in her or on her list to do. It was more than that. It was because she wanted to improve her cardiovascular conditioning, and she wanted to improve her leg strength. And in doing this or doing that climb, okay, that outcome would happen, right? It was motivating. That the whole point of getting stronger was to be able to do that climb, right? So you don't need to come up with something crazy per se to just come up with this idea of what is a great a motivational type of thing, but at the same time, what's the outcome that you want, and hopefully it helps you get to that level of getting out of bed every day to do this, right? Another one was like, this lady wanted to wear a two-piece swimsuit. All right, two-piece. Or you want to feel comfortable with your shirt off, right? So what's the motivation here, right? Self-esteem. Self-esteem is huge, and I think that if you're able to do a two-piece swimsuit, or if you're able to feel comfortable with your shirt off, well, you've pretty much accomplished that, right? And so accomplishment is a huge piece of being successful, and obviously consistency and doing the cardio to burn off extra calories, and then the strength training to build the muscle to feel like you have a good physique, right? Those are the big reasons that obviously you would want to set up to be able to call these motivating goals. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. So here's really the keys to these motivating goals, right? And the keys really hopefully will keep you going. And the big one here is that the goal that you set up for yourself, whether it be weight loss goal or a strength goal or any particular goal, is really, it's going to excite you, right? Does it excite you? Does it challenge you? Does it reward you in any way? And if it rewards you, that's great, okay? Because what's the reward? Sometimes people set up I don't know, a massage or a dinner or some type of activity to reward yourself for achieving specific goals, right? That's really key. I think sometimes we need those external factors to help you keep going, okay? And then does this goal make you feel happy? I think that's the biggest thing sometimes too, is how you feel about certain things, and happiness is really one of those things. And losing weight and lifting certain things or accomplishing certain things, does that outcome pull you forward? Does that get you out of your comfort zone? So those are important things too to remember, and it certainly can make you a better person, right? So I know some people who they've come from a I don't know, not a negative, dark place, but they weren't too sure about their abilities, and so they become a better person, and you can see it when they inspire others. Okay, and that's really how you can see your progress too. Okay, so if you are seeing yourself become a better person and inspiring others, I think that's really kind of the big piece behind it as well. Okay, all right. Okay. So this is talking about how much time are you giving yourself to accomplish these future goals? Uh, and are you giving yourself a few weeks, a few months, or maybe a year or so? And if you are, that's going to give you an opportunity to reverse engineer how much effort you need to put in. And it's a really good way to strategize your timeline. Okay. Um, Self-explanatory, I think. So create a schedule in your timeline. One thing to remember here is that SMART goals really do work. And what I mean by that are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely goals. I think you all have done some type of class or something, but it's worth mentioning that this SMART goal approach works, so that you don't just create something that is too outrageous, because realistic is good, but at the same time, that 100 is realistic for some people. So let's make sure we do that. And something that may not be realistic is losing 100 in a week. So those two things, if you're wondering, don't mix. It just won't happen unless you have surgery or something like that. All right, so make sure they're smart. All right, okay, let's get into some specific examples here. So I want to lose 20 pounds, okay, is a very specific, okay, goal. I will strength train 120 minutes per week. I will cardio train 60 minutes per week. I will core train 30 minutes per week. Okay, those are very measurable durations. I feel confident I will be able to complete the workout minutes per week, which is the how you feel, how you think you can make it happen. And then I know it's possible to lose 3.5 more pounds per month. So shoot for that, because that would be about a pound or so, a little bit over a pound a week. Okay. Or a little bit less than a pound a week. Sorry. A little bit less than a pound a week. It's very realistic. 4 pounds, a lot of times people will shoot for a pound a week, which is really good. 3.5 is very realistic. So a little bit less than a pound a week. And I want to achieve my goals in 6 months. Okay. So you give yourself a period of time to focus and make it happen. Okay. So that is the way that works. All right. We're almost done here, you guys. Okay. So this is pretty cool because you may not have seen this before, but I kind of came up with this idea one day where I was talking to someone and they were thinking about, you know, um, how far am I? It's been a few months, and your target outcome, your red dot, is, are you getting closer to it? How far away from you are you from it? Right. So this is a target diagram, and I kind of created it. I don't know if it exists or anything like that, but I found that it was helpful. So you could do it yourself. So the center is your goal, and 12 rings represent each month. So you're 12 months away, 11 months away, 10 months away. How close are you getting? Okay. And the idea here is to mark on this diagram at certain dates how far you are from your goal, right? So today would be January 12th. And so January 12th, how close are you to achieving your goal? And if this is their first month trying it, you will be at 12. And if you're giving yourself 12 months, then you would be at ring 12, the outer ring, right? But then if you are going back in June, for example, which is month 6, you can reassess at that time. Are you still 12 months away? How close are you still to getting to your objective, right? So let's just say you want to lose 10 pounds. You started at the first month. You're in the outer ring. You're started. So 10 pounds. In 10 pounds, you want to lose 10 pounds, and you had already said that you wanted to lose that 10 pounds in, let's just say, 3 months, right? 3 months. So 3 months passes by, January, February, March. You reassess, and back in March, where are you? How much closer are you to your target goal, losing 10 pounds, right? And so are you still 3 months away, right? Are you getting closer, right? So that's really the idea behind this target goal, is to really give yourself a sense of where you are in this timeline. So use the target diagram as a way to assess your progress. All right. Um, and I just want to touch on something called, what if you do not reach your goals? All right. So a lot of us probably are growing up thinking, we just set another goal, which is true. You just set up another goal, you move the goalpost, if you will. That's what they always say. You remove that and just keep going, right? But there's also another step that we have to take here, which is assessing what happened over the prior weeks as to what happened. Okay. Journaling is something that I think I may have mentioned in my other videos, not just here, but in my other videos. It's really significant to journal. And this journal is really significant because it gives you a picture of what happened. A lot of times we don't remember things, but when we have it in a journal, we can look back and see what happened. I've said this before, that if you look back on a month's time, and in 30 days, you've seen maybe 5 workouts in 30 days. Well, you probably can see then that those 5 workouts what weren't enough. So therefore, we need to find out how can we improve the workouts and so forth. And I think that's really what it is. And then you would have to reset your goals once you've kind of identified where the problems are. And then obviously, if you did achieve anything over those periods of the month or so, you could celebrate your wins. Okay. Goals can be tweaked and reset to keep the same, or kept the same. The key is to learn and move forward. I think they did a video once where I said, um, you just have to let it go and move forward. Whatever happened, happened. Learn from it and just keep going. I think that's the other key behind goals, is that sometimes they just don't happen. Whether time, whether it be something comes up that doesn't allow you to achieve that, it's okay. Just reset and focus in and do it again. I mean, this past holiday season, a lot of things came up for some of my clients, and we had set some goals. They got in the way. We knew that. We were prepared for that. We let it go and we move forward, and let's not give up. Okay. All right. So that takes care of module 1, you guys. I hope you guys got something out of it. If you guys did enjoy it, put in the comments below or yes or whatever, or just give me a like to the video. That'd be great. I know you guys can make this happen this year. Goals are really important, and let's make sure we have sound, smart goals, and let's keep going. Next Sunday, 11:30 Central Standard Time will be module 2. In module 2, we will be talking about workouts. So the favorite part is the workouts. Okay. All right, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.